Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Cleveland.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll go Madison up the middle. There he goes left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, 75 yards. And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Browns 0. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Down the left sideline. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 76 yards. And the Browns are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Madison running on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the handoff, it's Madison. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
He's brought down at the 31.
Now Cousins going to change it up.
Vikings 1st down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time, the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run it with Madison. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
Here's Madison running left. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 7-7, our score after 1. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Chubb running right. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught them a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
At the Vikings' 39-yard line.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 32. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Faking the give, now Watson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Cousins on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum and were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in his first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Hey, you got to snap it.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Watson looks to throw again. He's got the connection to Cooper. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Watson on 1st down. Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, that's complete. It's Bell. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. He hits more. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Buying time to his left. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
following the penalty, Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Moore, the man in motion. Watson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 19.
Here's Watson.
3rd down.
That is caught. And he's got some space here. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing is Cousins. Work in the middle of the midfield, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. They'll run with Madison. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Madison. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going to run with Madison again. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Play action now, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Browns 25. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Here now, 3rd down. Watson to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
No time out.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Another carry now for Madison. And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. And carry.